my activity, we went bowling, and what it was like completely different than anything I was used to. It was exactly how I felt though. It was very competitive. I went with three other people, and it all got very competitive in the fact that we all wanted to win. Some things that I really liked about it was just, you know, it's something different for me than normal, and the fact that I was competitive in doing it, it was fun. It actually was a blast. Like, we ended up playing a few times, and um, something that I didn't like that much about it was definitely wearing the shoes. Those were definitely out of my comfort zone, kind of gross. But the actual bowling part, probably didn't like the fact that I wasn't great at it. I definitely thought I would do a lot better than I was. I didn't like not knowing the techniques and exactly how do you get a strike, how do you get a spare. There's different techniques behind bowling, and not knowing or having the knowledge of it behind was definitely something that I didn't like, is something that came with it. Another thing that I didn't really like was the fact that when you get a strike or a spare, I didn't know that you couldn't see what your score was as you were going until you got another score, and it didn't really all make sense to me. Definitely had to go back and look up the rules behind bowling. I just showed you a clip of me bowling. Definitely not the most talented bowler, and I most definitely am not the most coordinated bowler, but regarding the expectations I had for bowling, I would definitely say it met my expectations, in the fact that I knew I was going to be competitive. I knew I wasn't going to be that good, but I knew I'd want to be good. The fact that not knowing the techniques of it all. Other than that, though, regarding the expectations, I definitely had an experience that met everything that I was expecting of it. There wasn't any surprises that came with me with bowling. Um, Overall, though, I think my first experience of doing it as more of a hobby than just a for fun kind of thing was really good. It definitely made me want to strive to get better at bowling. I came back and I looked up the rules as to how the whole strike spare thing worked. The competitive part won't go away, and I think that's one thing that was a big challenge, is going to be a big challenge for me, because if I don't get better at it and I keep losing, I'm going to struggle. But that also comes with being an athlete. We all are competitive, and I went with three other athletes, and they definitely have the same competitive edge as I did. But overall, my first experience was definitely interesting, and I'm excited to go again.